choice. It's just like true or false question, like yes or no. So and it tells you how we get Boolean expression by George Bull. And these are the comparison operator, like equals is like is the equality operator, like is the one that compare
One
two
question:
value
who is
together.
George Bull?
Is a, I think, a mathematician that invent binary number. I forgot.
Okay, that's good. Have you heard about Boolean?
No.
Yeah, that's what you're seeing on top of your screen now.
Oh yeah, Boolean value.
Exactly. So it's from its name, right?
Yeah.
So the Boolean value is from Bool. It actually is the one that is a mathematician, as you said, actually. So the model is true or false, basically, yeah, or binary equation, basically. So that's where Boolean actually came from.
Okay. So this one is equals to, like, is one that compare, and this is when maybe when the value is not equal, then it come out as true, and when the value is equal, it come out as false. This is greater than, and this less than. This is less than or equal to, which basically means, like, for example, when if they say, like, are you, if they say that there's a certain age that can do something, if you are exactly that age or less, you won't be able to do that thing. But this greater than or equal to, if you are exactly that age or above, you can, like, maybe like voting. If you are 18 or above, you can vote. So that's basically what this means.
Okay.
And this is the first task we asked to do. Your task: make each expression evaluate to true by changing only the comparison operator. We can easily test the result of comparison operator with console log. Run the code provided, see results in the console debug area. All the Boolean expression currently evaluate to false. Modify the code so they all evaluate to true. Um, I've done this. They are all true now. But
Okay.
basically, oh well, I still have one false. But basically, what they're asking us to do, if we look at the variable of age is 16, the first name is Marcus, the boolean is false, and this one says age is the age here, the variable age 16, greater, is it less or equals to 18, is then is less.
Oh, sorry, apologies for that. I think I just muted you. Surprise, we can't hear you. If you cannot mute yourself, sorry. Oh, who's there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, sorry.
Okay. And this the reason why is not equal, because if we look at it closely, Marcus here is small, is lowercase, and the one here is uppercase. So we have to be aware of that, because many people, like, they mix it up together because it's hard to see. And this one, I think, I don't know about this one, but this number 9, true, is equals to true. So true is true, and this boolean is not equals to true, because boolean here is false, but we are given true here, so we have to change it. Warning: below this line example gets weird. The point is, you shouldn't do this, but you could. It might even happen by accident, so you should know what happened. So three, this three equals three, but it's different because it has string, but we can still say, like, let me show you here. If you look at this example, it return as false, which means it's not equal because the three, one has quote and the other one does not. So
Okay. The one that's has got a code, what is the code? Does anyone know? If you put anything in the code, what is that code? What's the
A,
right word? Yeah,
let me,
a string.
a string. That's right. Thank you. It's
yeah.
called a string. Yeah. So anything
So
that
the
you put in
one,
a string becomes a string. And the one in not that's not in quote, what is that one?
It's a command.
Not close, but not. It's a data set. It's an and it start with I. So it's called an
Integer.
integer. Thank you. Yeah. So it's
okay,
called an integer. So you have a string, which is in quote, and you have integer, which is basically numbers.
all right.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, this string is less than 10. I think before is like greater than, so that's why it's false because it's not true. So we have to change. We have to they because they ask us to correct only the comparison operator. So that's what we have to take note. And this age is not equals to first name because they are not related. This hello is not related to first. They are not related. This boolean is I actually didn't know what this means, but like I just like took my chance and just put this. I don't know. But this first name also is not related. First name and name, they are not related, so is not equal. So when we run it, so all should be true. True. But it's like I have one false and I don't know what I've done, but I think I'll figure out that later. But so that's basically what they're asking us to do. Like we must everything must be true. So we're just changing the ones that are not right. So that's basically what we are doing in this four puzzle four. And this is the video. And this understanding program flow. This one talks out. This one talks about how if statement works. So this one talks about how if statement work. Yeah, they are two basically part of an if statement. A condition to be evaluated, a Boolean expression that evaluates to true or false. Code that should run if the expression was true. So yeah, this is it. This is where we put the condition, and maybe like if if someone is like if the person is some age, you can do this, and but this place we are not introduced to s here, so like we just stick with if. So if you are this, you can do this, and but if not, you can't get the same result. So that's what they are saying here. How old are you? So if your age is greater or 18, you can vote, but if not, you just say thanks for verifying. So that basically means you can't vote yet. So this is where they ask us to practice it. So basically this is what they're asking us to do. This is only slightly different from the voting example you just saw. Add an if statement to the code to check the age to see if the person is older enough to drive. In most states, you need to be 16 or older. Display a message if the person is old enough. you can add an if statement by dragging it out. Okay, I think you know that. So this is what I did. They've already given us this one, and you just drag this one out and add the condition, which is you the condition you might add maybe like 18, and if you run it, if the let me you say driver verification, thanks for verifying. So that means you are not old enough. But if we run it and let's say like 22, say you see it looks like you are old enough to drive. So and that's it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Should I continue?
Yeah. Oh, do you have any other person that have done it? So we got 5 minutes. We just as any other person have done the remaining one that want to take it from here.
Oh no, I haven't. I've only done up to where he is.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It's similar anyway. So well, if you can do I think the other one is just explanation. So if you can do 8 and 9, so we close from there, if that's okay.
Okay. Should I stop sharing my screen?
Do 8, do number 9, if that's
Okay.
okay. Yeah, and that will be awesome.
So this one is just like the same thing, but yeah, we have to add it ourselves. Come, let me do it again. So this is basically what they gave us. So they asked us to use a prompt number to ask the user to enter the secret number, and if the statement to check if the number is the same, you can make your own secret number. Use console log to display the message if the user guessed correctly. So what we do is just we add this, and yeah, we can just put like so that's our variable, and we add if statements. We add if statements, and the condition is going to be because we are going to be comparing so this and sorry. So because we're going to be comparing, we just have to, yeah, I think wait, what we have to do now is like we have to create our own secret number. That can be, I think that can be, wait, secret number, secret number. I'm not sure. I think we'll put it here or something. Maybe put it here. And, yeah. Um, I'm kind
Okay.
of lost here, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I think the first thing you need to do is to ask the user to enter their secret number, right? So, and I don't think it's variable that you use that for, basically. So how do you do your console log to ask for people to enter their name? So it's not going to be variable. If you are going to prompt people to enter their secret number, what do you do? Can someone help? If you want to print out something, you want to say, please enter your secret number, what will you use for that? What command? Can someone help quickly? I want to write out this one. So which one am I looking for? Input command or output command?
Output command.
Okay, yeah, output command. So what's my output command?
A right.
What?
Right.
Right, exactly. You could use a right, depending on if you want to display it on your mobile, or if you want to display into the log, you use the console, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so line 3, you will put a console log or a write there, basically, depending on what you want to do.
Console log.
So that's how to use the prompt. It says prompt to ask.
So, but I don't understand one thing, but it asks us to use like prom here.
Okay, so it said use prompt number, right? Where's the prompt number? Variable is equal to prompt number. Okay, so after that, if you put that variable is equal to prompt number there, you will still use a console log to write it out. Do you get it?
Yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me do it the way I do it first, cause
Okay, all right.
this is the way I do it. I just like and enter the number here.
Okay,
Because it's a variable. So like, so we didn't get the secret number. So yeah, I think that's kind of what I did.
okay. So
Is
okay,
that
I
correct?
think that's fine. The only bit that's missing is you did not ask for them to enter the secret number. So you need a console log in
Yeah.
line between line 3 and line 4, right? So instead of the message, you put number there. Not
Hello.
quote.
I really need to go, but thank you for this lesson.
No worries. We're already finishing anyway. Without
Okay.
without quotes anyway. We finish in the
Okay.
next 2 minutes without quote. Yeah. Remove the other quote. Yeah. So if you run this one now, see, can you see that? So that's what you're expecting.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, cool. So, all right, so that will be us for today. So we meet again next week. So, like I said, we only have 2 lessons left. So then in the next 3 weeks, you're going to have the graduation. So ensure you do all your activities if you are going to get a prize. So there will be prize for completions. So ensure you do your activities. Then after that, after this particular session, look at whether to continue or to look for another cool stuff that we're going to do. So that's what is going to happen. So we only have 3 weeks left, basically. 2 weeks for the practical, then upper week is going to be a graduation. So I've already enabled lesson 8 and 9, and as well as 10. Please do them also. 10 is very, very important because that's kind of like your end of course project, basically. It's going to be like an app that you have to do. Please ensure you do them. So then in the next 3 weeks, you'll be able to showcase what you've done. And do we have any question before I let you guys go?
No.
The WhatsApp group.
So yeah, okay. I would set that up. What I'm going to do is I will set that up and send to your parents. So then your parent can forward to you, right?
Okay.
So at least that is basically asking them for permission for it to be added.
Okay.
Now I can see some parents already requesting that I add them. So I will do that
We
and
set
I'll
it up
send to your
tonight.
parents. Yeah?
We set it up tonight.
I'll try.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'll try to do that tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
If you've got my number, if you don't get it tonight, please, you can send a text to me to say, oh, I'm not yet added. What's happening? My parents have not got it. So I think my number is there at the top, right? So I'm going to type it again, but I would add you. But I just need permission from your parents anyway. 6, 7.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you want us to do this? The assignment you gave us.
The assignment, just you can log in anytime on this particular platform and post it.
Okay.
Or perhaps if you can send it to, just send it to my number. Maybe that's, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, send it to my number. That should be fine. And yeah, so that's okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you next week.
Thank you.